Hello guys, welcome to my channel and today I'm here to talk about Horimiya episode number 9. Another good episode by Horimiya, never disappoints, and we were introduced to two new characters this time. One was Tanihara, the guy who used to be a dick to Miyamoto in middle school, and the other one was Mizuchi. He's the one who likes Hori, so let's first start with Tanihara and then we'll move on to Mizuchi later. So Tanihara, his character was pretty interesting to me. At first when we got to see him in this episode, not a fan, but as the episode progressed we saw his character development. He grew on me and I ended up liking him. And first I just want to make one thing clear, I liked both of these characters, not up to the levels of like Kyosuke, Toru, not up to those guys, but I still ended up really enjoying these two characters and especially like Tanihara, so that's why I'm talking about him first. So he used to be a dick to Miyamura, and he still was in this episode, and then he got beaten up by Hori for that, so that was funny to see. But he used to be a dick to Miyamura, and as I said, he still was, but he's trying to change. And at first you might think like in one episode only he just changed this much, it feels a little bit jarring, and that's what my first reaction was. But then I thought about it for a bit and I was like, okay, makes sense, everything that happened, it is not jarring, it makes sense. Because you don't just like, there are situations where you just kind of develop slowly, but most of the times you're suddenly gonna be like, okay, I was dick to this person in the past, why? For no reason. Even if I had a reason, that reason should have not been big enough for me to just be dick to him. And just I mean, most of you can relate, I think so. There's gonna be times where you're gonna be a dick, like an ass to another person, and then you're gonna realize it later. Suddenly, you're not gonna be like slowly, you're just suddenly gonna realize it. Okay, maybe I should have not done that, and you would, like, if you could go back and do things, you would do it differently. And same situation was with Tanihara. He was still, you could see like he didn't change at first. He was still being an ass to Miyamura, but after meeting him, he already had a guilt from before where like, okay, so it was his duty to feed the bunnies and he didn't feed them. Because of that, the bunnies ended up dying, and he put all the responsibility on Miyamura. He said that like it was Miyamura's fault, and he had a guilt from that. And after meeting Miyamura, I guess he realized, he had a dream and he realized, okay, maybe I should have not done that. And that's pretty realistic, to be honest. That's really, really realistic. And one good thing about Horimiya is that it is so much realistic. You're gonna find at least one person or one thing in this show that you can relate to. And I'm just saying it one, but there are gonna be multiple that you can relate to really easily. And it is so much based in reality. And the characters, of course, they feel so real. They feel like real people. They don't feel fictional. So yeah, that's a really big point about Horimiya. So I was talking about Tanihara. He had a dream. He realized that, okay, I guess I need to change. There's no need for me to just do that. And his interaction with Miyamura, and it was not like he wasn't even trying. Now this time he was trying to make sure he amends for his mistakes and just make sure that he treats Miyamura better this time. So yeah, he went to Miyamura's shop, Miyamura's bakery shop, and they had a really good interaction, and it was really wholesome. And whenever I see wholesome stuff, it just gets me, it just hits me, right? So yeah, it was really, really good to see. And as I said, at first I wasn't a fan of Tanihara, but as the episode went on, I ended up enjoying him. And I'm looking forward to seeing him more because I feel like he's going to be in the next episode too. And one thing with Horimiya is that the plot points that are there, they continue. The Toru plot point, when he was like, okay, I'm fine with Miyamura being with Hori. But we see in the next few episodes that he is fine, yes, he's okay with that, but it still hurts him, and we still care. It was not like, okay, now he said that he accepts both of them and he's fine with it, so yeah, he's done, all of his feelings are gone. The things carry on to the next episode, and of course we're gonna carry this Tanihara storyline to the next episode too. And talking about carrying on, we see Hori's situation, Hori and Miyamura. Hori wants Miyamura to be a bad boy, and she just wants him to be rough with him and just be an ass to him. So that's what she wants, and that I thought would be over like after the previous episode, but we carried that onto this episode too, and that's great. It is not episodic, it is kind of episodic, but the things carry on, and that I really appreciate about this show. And you guys know I love Horimiya, so I already said it, but I'll say it once again because I have to say it in every video. I love Horimiya. And let's just talk about Hori and Miyamoto's situation for first. This is one scene I want to mention that was really funny to me. I don't want to make the video long, so I'm just gonna mention one scene about them, and that was when Hori left the convenience store and she saw Tanihara and the other two chumps with them, and she just was going. They saw her going, and Miyamoto was waiting for her, and as they were all watching Hori, Miyamoto just slapped Hori and they just left, and they were saying, "Oh, Miyamoto is a monster," because they got beaten up by Hori. So in their eyes, Hori is already a monster, and Miyamoto just slapped her, and she didn't even say anything. So they were like, "Miyamoto is an even bigger monster." So that was really funny to see, and his scenes with Kyosuke were also super fun. I love Kyosuke, so yeah, that was also really good to see. I'll just mention one more scene about Kyosuke. When Hori entered the house, she's like, "Oh, Kyosuke, you're still here." Kyosuke like, "This is my damn house. Like, what am I supposed to do? I can't stay here. This is my damn house." So that was also really funny. They just don't give a shit about Kyosuke. Just treat him like, he's there. Okay, who cares? And yeah, it's really fun to see. And now let's move on to the final topic, that is Mizuchi. So he is what Toru could have been, and he's a much more realistic character. It's not like Toru is not realistic, but it is a much more realistic situation where you will end up hating the person who is with the girl you like for no reason. Even though you don't know that person personally, you would just hate that person because he's with the girl you want to be, and because of him you can't. And yeah, it makes sense that he hates Miyamura. Like, this is literally the opposite of Toru. You can end up in either of the two situations. Either you will be Toru, or either you can end up as Mizuchi. And it's not like Mizuchi was a bad person. You could see, like, he was not a bad person. It makes sense that he hated Miyamura, but when he got to talk with Miyamura a bit, they kind of, he realized it's just for no reason. Like, he just hates him because he's with, Miyamura is with Hori. That's why he just hates him, and he doesn't even know him as a person. And then they got to talking a bit, and seeing their interactions was also fun. And I'm really looking forward to seeing Mizuchi a lot more too. So yeah, that was about Mizuchi and Tanyara and everything that happened in the episode. A good episode, really good episode. At first, when I was watching, I was not enjoying it as much, but as the episode progressed, I kept on enjoying it more and more. And now thinking about all the stuff, it was a really, really good episode. So yeah, that was episode number 9. Let me know what did you guys feel about it in the comments below, and I will be here for episode number 10 next week. So till then, have a great time. I'll meet you in the next one.